Hey, what's up everyone, it's me, Speed Supersonic, bringing you guys another video, and today, like I promised, we are back again to talk more about Sonic the Hedgehog 2. The movie. I always say Sonic Movie 2, but since we're probably not going to be talking about this movie for that much longer, I thought we'd switch it up a little bit. I don't know. That's right, today's video is a video that not only did I talk about before, but is a video that I am very excited to talk about because it's something that I can dive into, and that is the ending of the Sonic Movie 2, but also the post-credit scene of the Sonic Movie 2. I'm going to thoroughly explain it in this video today, talk about some things you missed, and what this all could potentially set up for Sonic Movie 3. So, with that being said, how does the Sonic movie end? Well, as we know, the Sonic movie ends with the defeat of Dr. Robotnik, big surprise, this time with Sonic going super. The door is very much so left open on whether Dr. Robotnik is dead or not. Like I said in my video from yesterday, this all comes down to Jim Carrey's retirement, so we'll have to wait and see if he comes back for another. Clearly there is interest from the producers in having him back, so I think the question on whether he's dead or not is kind of answered. He's probably not dead. But when it comes to the heroes of the movie, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles are now all best friends, and they've solidified a bond to protect the world from big threats. Their ending's a little more chill and wrapped up in a pretty bow, so there's not much speculation on where their characters go in the future. They have the Master Emerald, they're all living together, they're having a great time, and we'll see what kind of shenanigans they get up to in the next movie. And that's really where the movie wrapped up. That was the ending. A little bit of setup for the next movie, a little bit of a hint on questions of where to go from here, but the post-credit scene is really what I know we're here to talk about, and is really what sets up the next film. The post-credit scene shows a couple of GUN soldiers walking around, questioning Robotnik's death, saying he couldn't have survived that fall. We see Agent Stone remove his mask, showing that he survived the fall because, if you don't recall, he was in the Death Egg robot along with Robotnik. But the female GUN soldier, she says that they have discovered a file from 50 years ago, and the head of GUN knows exactly what she's talking about. And he sounds very concerned when he says Project Shadow. That's right, Shadow the Hedgehog is confirmed to be the next character to be introduced in Sonic Movie 3. Not only is he in this universe, he will 100% have a major role in the upcoming film. He rises out of his tube that has clearly been there for a long time. There's a bunch of ice on top of it, which could imply that the location he is in space, but it could be another location. We're not really sure. He looks great. I can't show any images, obviously, because we don't want this video taken down. I'll be able to do that once when the film releases on home video. But nonetheless, Shadow is in the movie. He is confirmed, and that is very freaking exciting. But we're not just here to say what happens. We're kind of here to discuss it and what could happen in Sonic Movie 3. The biggest thing we know right now is that Shadow will be the main protagonist of that movie. If Jim Carrey returns, I'm sure he'll have some role in Shadow's story. If he doesn't, I'm sure they can honestly tell their own story with Shadow just taking their own creative liberties this time around. There is a lot of story potential for this character. Judging by the way they treated Tails and Knuckles, they followed their origin stories in the other Sonic source material very closely. Tails being very much so a Sonic fanboy who never had friends as a kid because he was a weirdo for having two tails. Knuckles, who's the last of his kind, loses all his family at a young age. They have like the exact same qualities of their other media counterparts. I don't see why Shadow would be any different. So we already know that they're following the Shadow that is from 50 years ago. This isn't a clone, there isn't anything like that. This is a Shadow from all the way back 50 years ago. So if we do some math from right now, that's around 1972, I believe. So while not like super long ago, that is decently long ago. Definitely before Sonic was born. Because in this movie they make it very clear that Sonic is a child. Tails is younger than Sonic, and we're not sure about Knuckles' age, but I'm sure that he's older than Sonic and Tails, but by not that much. I expect for them to follow the Maria route, the Gerald Robotnik route. I don't think you really need Eggman in the movie. I'm sure some people will argue that. I think you could have Shadow as the main villain, and I think you could sell tickets without Jim Carrey in it. He would help, he would boost ticket sales, don't get me wrong, but I do think Shadow has that enough cool factor, and if you get a big celebrity for it, I think that kind of offsets Jim not coming back. Doing a lot of movements with my hands. I think they're gonna follow Shadow's origin story from SA2, from being from 50 years ago, Maria being killed. I think he will not remember what Maria wanted from him, and I was actually kind of talking about this with some of my friends after we got out of the movie for the first time. We all, as Sonic fans, and I'm sure all of you watching this right now know what happens to Shadow at the end of SA2. He dies. But it is up to the Sonic movie team what direction they want to take. Are they going to pull just the SA2, where they respect his story, keep him dead, give him a perfect arc? Or are they going to pull the Sega route, where they bring him back for every game because he's a very popular character that gets you a lot of money? That is far in the future, and we'll have to wait to see when the movie comes out, but that is something to keep an eye on. Shadow might not make it out of the movie, but even then you gotta wonder, hey, are they gonna bring him back for Sonic Movie 4 if that happens? You never know. Sonic Movie 3 is going to be fantastic, I can already tell. My hope is that unlike this movie that we just got, they only introduce Shadow and that is it. I want a big character focused movie about Shadow, telling his story, giving him a really solid character arc. There is so much character and story potential with Shadow that I can't express. Shadow already has a very cinematic story in Sonic Adventure 2. It would translate perfectly to movies. Another question that is brought up when you have Shadow is another character that's introduced along with Shadow in Sonic Adventure 2, and that is Rouge. Rouge is a tricky character. Rouge is obviously known for a reason, and I don't feel like I need to explain it. I think you can do a lot of really cool stuff with Rouge. I really love Shadow and Rouge's relationship. I think it's honestly really pure and sincere, and I think you could have something really cool there. It's just a matter if Paramount would want to do that and if the writers would want to do it. Because you guys have to remember this, they aren't following the games in chronological order, and they aren't following these stories in chronological order. So X thing that happens in the games doesn't have to happen in the movies, and it wouldn't make the movie worse. So a lot of people saying, oh, if you're gonna do Shadow, you need Rouge. You don't really need to. You can do your own thing with Shadow. You can tell a similar story, but alter things to where it fits the movie universe more. I'd like to see Rouge. I think that'd be really cool, but I'm really 50-50 on if they would do that or not, mainly because I'm not sure how, you know, controversial that would be to parents. My thing would be toning it down, maybe not revealing that much, maybe giving her a new costume or altered version of the costume. Not only would this introduce a female Sonic character into the Sonic movie universe, but I think it would also benefit Shadow's story and give him somebody to work off of. But yeah, guys, that is that discussion. That's what I think about Shadow. That's what I think about the ending. That's what I think all of this sets up. Smart move on the filmmakers for leaving the door open on Robotnik to where you don't really need him, but it would make sense if he comes back. And also, of course, thank you for the love of God for giving us Shadow. I cannot thank you enough for that. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. What did you think of the ending of this movie, and what did you think of that Shadow the Hedgehog post-credit scene, and what do you think will happen in Sonic Movie 3? Feel free to follow my social media. Links to my Twitter and Instagram are in the description below. You can follow this behind the scenes, look at my live future content, and all things Sonic the Hedgehog. But most importantly, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. This is the #1 destination on YouTube for all things Sonic. Whether it's video games, TV shows, movies, comic books, merchandise, and more, we talk about it all. I still have a handful of more videos planned for Sonic Movie 2, some about merchandise, some about other promotional things with the movie, but we're really shifting our gears to Sonic Movie 3 now that the movie's out. But even though 3 is a couple years away, my prediction is 2024, there are other Sonic projects for us to look forward to, not only this year, but next year, including Sonic Frontiers and Sonic Prime and Sonic Origins this year. And next year we have the Knuckles TV show. Not sure when that's coming, but that's coming, so that's cool. So to engage in the discussion and hear my thoughts on all of this and join our amazing group of Sonic fans and this amazing family, I'd love to have you. Once again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.